What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new informed player review. And today we're going to be looking at the South Korean Lee Dong-gook. Now, I thought I'd do this review for two reasons really. Firstly, he's one of the only gold players excluding the team of the tournament. In fact, I think he is the only gold player in the team of the week, and probably the most common special cards, air quotes, card that a lot of people will be pulling a lot. And I thought, you know what, we'll do a review so you know whether it's worth keeping him to build a team around or not using him whatsoever. And the second reason is I saw his height, I saw some of his stats, and I thought, you know what, I really liked Record Breaker Crouch, I really liked second in form Edin Dzeko. This guy could have similar, well, he has got similar attributes, so you could play very similarly. So I thought I'd give him a go to see what I thought of him. And we'll start off by looking at some of these base card stats. Now, like I say, he reminded me a lot of the informed Dzeko and Record Breaker Crouch. He's got 65 pace, which is obviously not the best. He's got 86 shooting, which is really nice. He's got 74 passing, which isn't bad whatsoever for a striker, especially when they're only rated 79 overall. He's got 69 dribbling, which isn't the greatest, it must be said. 32 defending, we don't really care about. And then he's got 73 physical, which is also decent. Then if we delve into his stats for me, that he's played 5 games, as I always do for these reviews, 9 goals, which is really solid. He stands at 6'2", which is a nice height, especially for someone with not too much pace. I think that slow, you do want them to have a bit of presence, especially with the physicality he's got as well. That is decent. He's got high-low work rates, which are ideal in the fact that you want him to be in the box, and he's got a 4-star weak foot, which is really solid. Unfortunately, only 3-star skill moves, but with the fact that he's only got, what was it, sorry, 60-odd dribbling? 69 dribbling, yeah. You know, it was never going to be the best. You don't expect him to have 4-star skill moves when you see that. But, like I say, 5 games and 9 goals for me is a really decent return. I only paid 14,750 coins for him. I think by now he probably will be going for pretty much discard value. Because like I say, he is definitely going to be one of the more rare, the non-rare informs of this week. Is going to be the one that's being pulled the most, I'd suggest, because like I say, there's not many golds and he's just the most common one right now. But if we delve into some of his in-game stats, they are pretty unspectacular, other than sort of 2 or 3 stats. I know it's 2 or 3 stats. You got finishing of 86, which is really nice. His heading accuracy, I've got it written down in front of me here so I don't forget. His heading accuracy is 91, which is really solid, because I'll speak a bit more about that in a second. And his shot power of 90 is fantastic. He's also got some really nice traits as well. He's got the long shot taker trait, which is really cool. He's got the team player trait, which I'm not really sure does anything, to be completely honest with you. And he's also got the power header trait, which goes hand in hand with that 91 heading accuracy, and the fact that he's 6'2". This guy has potential to be a fantastic target man. And like I said before, we'll speak a bit more about his heading now. The reason I really liked Dzeko's second in form and Crouch's record breaker is because they won so much in the air, which is something that you don't tend to see as often on this FIFA, because crossing was just nerfed so much from last year. But Lee Dong-gook is an absolute monster in the air, and it's hard to explain because he doesn't win everything that goes into the box. He's probably very 50-50 at that, if I'm being completely honest. He doesn't win as much as you'd want him to. But Jesus Christ, lads, when he meets it, his heading is absolutely incredible. When he meets it and he hits it with that big forehead of his, it fucking stays hit. The shot power he manages to generate with that neck is just absolutely incredible. And of the 9 goals I scored, I think maybe 4 or 5 of them were headers. A couple of them were just smart finishes in the box, because he's a decent finisher. He's not the best. He did miss a few chances for me, but in the box, he is decent. He's very much a box player, as you'd expect with his stats. But he has also got, like I said, the long shot taker trait, and he did manage to put in this really nice finesse effort from outside the area for me. And his long shots did show a lot of potential, even though I only managed to score one with him myself. I could see him being very good at those long distance shots, particularly the finesse with his 86 finishing. There is a lot of potential there, like I say. But his heading is his main strength. I mean, his heading, like I say, when he meets them, they just seem to fly in. And if they don't fly in, it's an incredible save from the goalkeeper. And like I say, 9 goals in 5 games is not a bad return, particularly for someone that's going for as cheap as he is. Is he worth building a team around? I mean, you saw the team that I had on the screen with him. I managed to do a nice little hybrid. We've got his teammate from the club he plays for, Leonardo, playing up top with him. He's usually a cam, but I converted him to a striker to get him up top with him for the chemistry. And it actually turned out that I managed to build a nice team around him. We went on to win the Champions Cup with the team as well, which is pretty nice to see. But I wouldn't recommend going out there and building a team around him unless you really wanted someone purely for their aerial strength, in which case you could perhaps do a hybrid with him and Crouch or him and Jack, that Inform Jekka that I did a while back maybe, I don't know. But because he's so awkward to hybridise, because of his nationality and because of the league he plays in, I wouldn't rush out there to build a team around him myself. But that doesn't take away the fact that he is a very solid player on the game log, so I really enjoyed using him a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, I said before, I thought he could potentially be like Jekko, but I didn't think he'd be as good as Jekko, which is what he actually ended up being for me. I really enjoyed him, like I say. Overall, out of 10, we're going to be giving him a rating of 7.5 out of 10. His weaknesses, his dribbling's not the greatest with his touch. I mean, you saw his 69 dribbling face card stat. That was never going to be good. His touch is heavy at times, and I don't know, he just feels a bit clumsy with his height and everything sometimes. But his heading is fantastic, his finishing is on point a lot of the time, and his shot power is also really, really good, and that can aid. I mean, you don't have to have the best finishing, because when you've got the shot power, sometimes that can just beat the keeper on its own, and I did find that to be the case on a couple of occasions. But like I say, we're giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Really, really, really solid player. I wouldn't rush out there to try him and wait and spend coins on him personally, but if you did pack him and you thought, you know what, can I build a team around him just for a change, then go for it. I think he'd do pretty well for you. But that's going to bring the end this review of Inform Lee Dong Gook. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like on this video. Also subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I will speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Nidge out. First and foremost, I apologise that it's been quite a while since the last episode, but now, fingers crossed, we should be back to the normal routine where there should be one out on a Monday. There was just something separate out this Monday, which was why